and she has COVID-19, but she said it has what do you call it? Evolved into another type of condition.
Okay.
And she's all swollen up. Her eyes are red. She can hardly breathe and hardly talk. But let me let you look at this for just a minute, if I can share it.
Yeah, hold on one second, Rev. I want
pneumonia. I have bilateral pneumonia.
bilateral pneumonia.
I have it in both my lungs. They was trying to convince me
Not the regular
to go in and to be put on a ventilator.
It's not showing that.
So that they can help me breathe. This new strand of coronavirus. It's an unknown pneumonia. And you won't test positive for any COVID.
This is one of Reverend Collins' relatives in Florida. She's got COVID, and she's received. I mean, it's muted. She received all negative tests, but she has all the COVID signs plus some new stuff. She's all swollen up and she has to speak. She loses her breath after every sentence, and she's all swollen up in her eyes and everything.
And I have.
This is Reverend Collins sharing this.
That I can self.
I mean, it's really real.
Wow.
Poor baby. Bless her heart. Blood of Jesus. Have mercy. Jesus. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. Bless him. Jesus. Bless him, Father God. Bless him, Father God. Jesus.
You know.
You guys hold it down.
Information.
There we go. I don't hear it.
For you guys. It takes a lot for me to talk. So,
Jesus. Blood of Jesus.
pausing in between my words. So, sometimes I may have to run real fast during my breath. So this one can't burn it. It's too hard to explain. So I'm gonna say it. Trust me.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. As earth is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread,
patient, Lord.
Which I know is
Deliver us from all evil.
good.
Lord help her.
Okay, I'm going to stop it here, Dr. ChopTalk.
So what she's saying, if I understand correctly, is that she was tested, but she wasn't positive for COVID.
Wait, hold it. Let me get her.
Yes, 3 times.
Was anything else? Okay.
No. She just kind of goes on and starts, repeating where she worked and all that, but I won't cut that specific point in.
There are a couple of things that strike me immediately. One, she's young. At least she looks young. Two, she clearly is short of breath. She clearly is not able to breathe on her own, and probably should be on a ventilator.
No question.
Just from looking at her. Certainly, it's important to understand that none of these tests is 100% accurate. You're going to have, I may have said this before, some tests that are false positives, and you're going to have some tests that are false negatives. That happens all the time. That's not unique to COVID.
That's correct.
There has been report about that the virus that was identified in Wuhan, that there's a different type of virus that's coming out of Europe, because belief is that the people who were infected in New York back in April or late March were mainly infected from Europe, not from China. There weren't people who got on planes from China and came to the U.S. There were people who got on planes in Europe and came to the U.S.
Okay.
So whether that's true or not, that really gets down to what type of vaccine you get and that sort of thing. I can tell you that I've seen patients way before there was a COVID who would have severe pneumonia for whatever reason that we didn't know the cause of. Pneumonia is pneumonia, and it's just horrible. And if she's got it bilateral, that's just tough. That's just very, very difficult. So what was the purpose of her video? Just to let people know what she was going through, or did she have a question?
No, she didn't have.
60 and older. Well, what have we learned? We've learned that that's not true. That it affects a whole span of people. And so again, one of the challenges with this virus is we don't know what we don't know, and we're still learning. So all bets are off. You can't speak authoritatively about anything that the virus is going to do. And let me say one final word about vaccines. I think in traditional times, a vaccine takes a minimum of a year to really be developed properly. Ask yourself the question, is it safe? Is it safe? My fear is that the information about some of these vaccines come out of Washington, and of course there's a prejudice to getting it out fast, looks good, and said, don't worry, we got a vaccine, game over, problem solved. It's not true. It's not true. And those vaccines have to be tested for months because we want to make sure that it really does what it's supposed to do.